Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Lady Snow from Lady Snow Meditation, bringing you your weekly self-love and self-healing videos. Today's topic is good and effective communication. The way to have good communication is to know the topic which you are discussing. You can always learn from someone else, but you should also be teaching them in that way. It will be healthy and effective conversation will go both ways. It is best to have a little bit of knowledge about what you are discussing if you don't know anything about a subject. Someone can use that to take advantage of a person if they wanted to. When I talk about this, I do not mean like if you're in college or school and your teacher is trying to teach you the lesson. I do not mean anything educational. I mean, I'm solely talking about a conversation with another person. Um Good communication is about give and take. When you're taking, it is important to take a little and then let up and give room for the other person to as as well, and let them talk. um Make sure you give the other person your individual attention and make sure you keep eye contact when you are talking with someone. it might come it might come to be habit to think about what you're going to say next, but don't do this because it takes away from your focus on listening and you might miss something they said. Make sure you don't look away or become distracted. You want to show the person you value what they have to say. Yeah, give them your full attention. You never want, like, have you ever talked to somebody and like have them look away as you're talking to them, or have them be distracted on the phone or something, or like scrolling through Facebook and they're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, this oh, but I'm not talking about if somebody has a fidget toy and is fidgeting or something like that. I'm talking about like they'll total their attention is elsewhere, like it's not on you at all. Like um yeah, that can be very annoying and very disrespectful. And I know it's easy to get distracted on your phone when you're talking to someone, but honestly, phones are for talking to people when they're not there. But when somebody is there and trying to talk to you, then make sure they have your full attention. Don't get distracted on your phone. um Make sure you don't look sorry. You want to show the person you value what they say. um Treat the other person like an expert. um if they are talking about something they're really excited about, or maybe something that they are learning about, Be sure to ask questions or give your input. Maybe add an experience you had with the topic. Let's say the topic is um different stones, and they're talking excitedly about the different kinds of crystals and stones, and like they're just like fascinated about the look on or something or its decoration, um and they're talking about that, um maybe chiming in to add in something. Yeah, I've learned this about this stone, um in like saying your input, but if you can, don't like change the subject completely like that. That can be conceived as rude, and just you don't care about what they have to say. um but yeah, try to chime into what they're saying. um yeah, I know, me personally, I have an issue with, like, I can um talk about like five things in one subject, like, and I had to teach myself to not do that because it's confusing for most people, and like it's can be conceived as disrespectful to them, especially if they're talking about something um sensitive or exciting. It can be very damaging to other people. So be aware of how other people feel, because you're not the only one who has emotions, um who has gets hurt at things. Pretty much a good way of knowing is, would I like this? If I wouldn't like this, I shouldn't do it to other people. If you honestly don't value somebody else's input or something, then maybe you shouldn't waste their time and pretend to um enjoy their company. But be involved in the topic. So I know some people can go on and on about what they're talking about without giving space for people to talk. Maybe maybe if you deal with somebody like that, I'm pretty sure most likely they're not meaning to do that. And maybe you can be like, excuse me, maybe they're doing it because they're nervous, or maybe they're doing it because they're not good at communication. Just be like, excuse me, can I chime in, or something like that. Just be respectful, and make it very clear that you still care about what they have to say. A good and hard communication skill is respecting another's view, even if it differs than your own. If you disagree with what they have to say, tell them you understand where they are coming from, and you see the merit and offer what your view is. Um, say something similar. Pretty much make it clear that you honestly care about their opinion, and you just need to make that clear, and make it say that it's got value and say your own. That way both of you listen to each other, and both of you are getting very respectful about each other. Which this could be with this takes practice for some people. Some people can it can be natural, but for some people it can be kind of difficult. It just takes time. Make sure you show respect as well as showing that you're not dominating the conversation or behaving like the only view that matters is your own. Yeah, this can be really damaging for people. Um for years, and this can be this very thing can be small, and for some people it can help them get into abusive situations, because if you in a conversation show that their opinion don't matter or their input don't matter. I'm not saying this is abusive, but I'm saying this can be the start of, oh, this is okay, so emotional abuse could be okay, or like abuse, because abuse can happen very sneaky. It can be very small at first and then can become bigger. So you need to be aware of how you talk to somebody, because even if it's not exactly unhealthy, it can, if you're not careful on how you talk to somebody, that can lead into something more. Or they could start to feel like their opinion don't matter, and that can lead into a toxic friendship or relationship too, as well. Because they start to feel like, and some people are not vocal, so be sure you're aware of body language and try to, if you can seem like the person is not feeling it, like maybe saying something to be like, I'm sorry, that's not my attention or something. But don't dominate the conversation. Like if you're talking about something, um make sure both parties have input, because that can become unhealthy. um to stay positive and stay on positive subjects if you can. If you are talking about a negative topic, just make sure it is a topic, um that can come out with positive input, like, oh, that sucks, it's raining. um but that makes it easier for me to stay on topic for studying. If you feel you are the or the other person might be getting the discussion forceful into a forceful approach, like if you're forcing a input or opinion on someone, maybe dialing it back and being like, yeah, that's not what I attended, or that is not a topic or a thing that we can get into. Maybe it is a healthy topic, but maybe somebody's not the best at discussing it in a good manner. Um, it is alright to gently nudge the topic into a different directions, or ending a subject, let the conversation flow, and when they come to a stopping point, um and don't try to prolong the conversation. If someone tries to interrupt a person you're speaking to, be sure to speak up for the person and make sure um the other person knows that this is not alright. This shows that the person you're talking to is important and has your respect. Um be sure to like on my Facebook page and YouTube, and subscribe for more content, and hit the bell notification to stay tuned. Have a beautiful and day, and I will see you in the next video.